So well, I'm thinking when I'm casting that wrap into that lighter water, and that kind of current, I work it slow and that sinks. And that current brings it in. Right where you hit that darker water is where you're gonna get those trouts. Right where it meets, but they'll be in the deeper hole too. Wow, I was gonna go bass fishing, but I think I may finish the day here. This is getting exciting now. Let me get him in. Let's see. Okay, he's hooked good. These are brown. I'm pretty sure they're wild. Very cool. Very cool. Just a little twist. Wow. Pretty fish. See, he's in that big Rapala. If we throw... He shut off like a rocket. If we throw something, probably could throw something bigger. See those little fish? Grabbing that number 3 Rapala. Oh, very cool. And they're a bit away, so I can talk and jump. That zone where those trout are, I'm pretty sure that we'll spook them. The water's real clear, and I know they're spooky because I watched them run from me up on the bank, way up on the bank, and even more hitting the water. So I'm trying to cast my Rapala, like I was saying, casting it into the lighter zone and letting it kind of sink and drop. And those fish are hanging right by that junction. They'll hang by that junction, I believe. They'll hang anywhere, but you're working that wrap across the water into that darker water around those rocks where they'll definitely be holding. All right, I was just gonna go bass fishing. Decided to take some casts through here. Hooked up. What's he? It's a brown. Get him in. See what this is all about. Oh, very cool. I have to use the hook remover. There we go. Not bad. Wow. Go ahead, buddy. Grab the wrap. Now, one thing I really like about trout fishing is long walks, and it's just, and the sense of adventure you get. That's one of the things I really like about trout fishing. So I came back on this side. See, I drop one on that, so I want to see that tree is in my way. So I think there might be some more in there. Another shot in that break before I start moving more. I'll work my way downstream today instead of up. All right. Wow. I don't know, he's darting downstream. I came back. I can't run downstream with him. I'm going to bring him back slow. I came back around here to get inside behind where that current breaks, and we got him. So we got our trout limit. Well, oh dude, these are these little wild browns. Oh, let's get that guy first. Oh, let's get ourselves. Let's just. Whoop. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful fish. And you can see they're on big stuff today. I should put on a number 5 wrap. I'm giving the wrap some twitches as it drifts across, as it's dropping. They hang good. You can hang those Rapalas, those countdown minnows. You can hang them fairly well. I really like them, especially in the cold winter, when you don't have, well, for weedy water in the winter time. They're great in the creek streams in summer. Definitely, if I don't get any more trout, I'm happy with it today. So this looks great. I'm going to try through here. I'm going to be looking for the same scenario that I had where I was, but definitely going to fish all the water I can before I go. So I'm going to certainly try in here, and I think the key is right now is keeping a distance on those active fish. They're all at the end of the cast, swinging the raft through. I missed one right inside that zone there. Take a few casts in here. There's so far, let's fish on every bend and turn. Some sort of response, which is great. Keeps the fishing active. That's the thing. The trout fishing will keep you on your toes. The scenery, the changing scenarios. That's why I love that. I missed one in here. Working it thorough. Oh yeah, we got him. We got him. That's a bigger one too. Am I filming? Yes, we're on. I knew there was one in there. At least the big one of the day so far. Now we're past our limit. Very cool. Yeah, okay. Wild browns. Looked like he was handled before. Come out fairly easy, huh? Beautiful fish. Really fine day. I was gonna go bass fishing, but then the trouts got active. I'm gonna fish this tier 3 more. And I start the day fishing. I just start the day fishing. I bring a bunch of things and work through them until I find what's working. And got to the Rapala Minnow and started picking out fish, getting responses. So I am going to stick with it. And that's basically how I will fish often. Now if it gets really nutty, I start seeing bigger fish, more maybe multitudes of smaller fish, and you know, then I'll deviate. The fishing gets phenomenal, you know, I'll definitely break. But right now it's just a slow, good found steady routine. Took a good hour or more and picking out fish, picking out brown trout, wild brown trout. So I'm gonna go take a walk more, work this a little, and see what else it offers us. Well, that right there, that's skunk cabbage coming in. Sign of spring coming up. All right, and I am covering a bit of water. Let's see what he is. All right, beauty. Well, I said I am covering the water fairly well. Like I said, you see that dark water and that light water? That's where I like, if you don't know all the big terminologies and any kind of change. But there are boulders there, and there's kind of like fingers that come out. Irregularities, but definitely I am covering a lot of water. I'm walking and I see something and I fish it, and I could certainly pick and probably fish one of these holes all day long. And I hope I don't lose my lure. Okay, we got it. And I could definitely fish through one of these. If I was fly fishing, I wouldn't be covering as much water, especially if I have waders on. I certainly would be getting some better angles with the waders. A lot less of that. I'm gonna have to check my leader. It's getting beat up today. So far, we're really fine day out on the water with the Rapala Minnow, spin fishing for wild brown trout. Another thing I really like about trout fishing is all the changing scenarios. Every bend, hole, ripple, boulder, every turn is just a different scenario, and it opens up a whole new set of possibilities. I really like that about trout fishing. And I mentioned before, I mentioned again, you can winter fish now and winter fish now for trout in New York State. Just keep in mind, regulations will vary stream by stream in season, but from October 16th to March 31st, it's mostly catch and release, artificial lures only, and then after that you get into your regular season. But check your local stream, because they do vary from stream to stream now. Certainly the more distance you have today between you and the fish, the better. I picked that up right in the beginning of the day, and so there's longer casts, producing more fish, that is for sure. Just sometimes I'm starting that camera later in the cast, but they're hitting it within about 3 to 6, 7 cranks in all the time. None close in, probably spooking those fish. So this hole is fishing fairly well. Hold on. I wonder how the guys with nymphs are doing. I'm just curious. I always am curious, because beautiful, beautiful wild brown trout. I always am curious as to what makes these trout tick. I mean, it's a beauty. Like, I know. I'm glad I came with the spinning pin. They're on that big stuff, so it makes me wonder if they'll be on that small stuff at the same time and you get like a lot more. I don't know. Or is this what they want and you came with the fly? You're doing the nymph thing. Did they refuse it? Or the time of day today? I don't know. Again, I know one of the keys of the day is definitely keeping a distance between me and those hot zones that I think they're hot zones. I just noticed the fish were super spooky when I started the day, and everything just kind of fell into place. So the evening's approaching. This looks really good here. Well, this was a nice piece. Oh, we got off a nice piece of water here. That was a nice one too. All right.